Hi, this is Clay Nelson, Clay Nelson Life Balance Hour on KZSB AM 1290, your news press radio station. And we're talking about the topic of the show is completing the year with power, plan, and prospect. And before the break, I was kind of, shall we say, screaming a little bit at the public saying, okay, it's time for us to take care of ourselves, time for us to stand up and be tall about really what we want. And it's really all about us. It's not so much about the elected officials. It's really all about us being committed to hold our elected officials accountable for doing what they say they're going to do. Now, I've got a caller on line one. Beth, hi.
Well, hello. This is Beth, the Beth.
Oh, my God. This is Beth, my
assistant.
Beth?
Yes.
Ow, okay.
Yes. Well, hey, I'm listening to the show, as I always do.
Yeah.
Here in my office in Illinois.
Yes.
And something just kind of sparked in me, and you were talking about the whole mind shift that, being more powerful on your own behalf really requires.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about our, every Monday through Thursday morning call.
Yeah.
And how you have, shall we say, a special way of letting me know when I'm not being as powerful and great as I can be.
Okay.
And I'm wondering about the other people who don't have a Clay Nelson in their life. How does the average person, or the person out there who doesn't have a Clay, recognize that they're not being who they can be? Is that
well? They have standards that they're got to be willing to live by, and then they have people that they communicate with. Hopefully, they have someone that doesn't let them just push them around or roll over and do nothing. You understand? So it's like, well, who I am for you, Beth, is I hold you accountable for being as great as you possibly can be every minute that we're together. And the rest of the time, you're raising your daughters and your husband, and you're being the matriarch of a huge family there in Illinois. And no, but that's great. I mean, that's what's going on here. And by the way, that matriarchal way of being is what's really missing on the planet nowadays, where people actually take care of each other.
right?
So what people have to do is understand is that it's very, very difficult to get through life the way the world is going by themselves nowadays, because you're absolutely buried in information, buried in news, buried in media, and it's all negative.
Right.
Pretty soon you're walking around and you're looking, most of the reading you do is the obituaries. I mean, give me a break.
Well, and another thing you just sparked me is that I think that so much of the negativity that we feel and all of the kind of going in our cave that we feel and the just, bringing our arms in so we don't get hurt anymore has a lot to do with the way we isolate ourselves.
Well, it's also, honey, as you well know, because we deal with this with our clients all the time, is people give up believing that they have a say, not only in their life, but in life in general.
Right.
They get so small, they get so, I don't have a say, so disempowered that they just give up. They get up in the morning, they androidally go to work, they androidally drive home, and then they be with their families in a way that doesn't light the families up. And then the only thing they have to deal with is the upsets. And they almost look forward to the upsets because it gives them something to do.
Right. Yeah, they almost believe that being alone and isolated is the way it should be, and it's not.
But it's also why the churches across the world are packed full with people right now, because they've lost their way. They want to be told which way to go. They want to be told what to believe. And I'm not saying churches are wrong or right. I'm just saying they're just packed full.
Right.
And it's not about the church you go to. It's about what you do with what the church teaches you. You understand? And it's not about what you believe. It's about how you use what you believe.
Right.
And it's not about what you do. It's about what you teach and about how you're responsible for leaving people in a powerful place. And I'm not saying, Beth, that people shouldn't be involved and know what the news is saying, okay?
Right.
But I don't really care how many records got sold or who's divorcing who or whatever, all that other garbage that's out there, okay? And the stuff that's on TV, for the most part, is just trash.
Yeah.
So where do you go, all right, to find out what's going on in the world that makes a difference? Okay, where do you go? Think about that.
Where do you go?
Yeah, where do you go?
For what's making a difference?
Yeah, where do you go?
Oof.
Yeah,
I don't even have the answer to that.
Well, you read the parts of the newspaper that make a difference, which is usually one page.
Yeah, that are positive.
Yeah, or
you have to make the choice. I think what you're saying.
Yes, ma'am. That's it.
Is to seek out the good.
Yeah, bingo. You have to choose what you allow in your mental ability to comprehend what's going on, and you have to have a say in what you read. If it's trash, don't even read it. It's like I don't follow the stock market every day. I don't, I don't read what's going on in Hollywood every day. I do. I gotta admit, I do read the obituaries, looking for how many people my age are passing away, see if I'm ahead of the game or not. And because I'm 65, but I'm real persnickety in what I spend my time reading, and I look for stuff that's positive. I look for stuff where kids are making a difference. I look for stuff where schools are making a difference. I look for stuff where, especially in the scientific and medical world, that's making a difference. And now I've been spending a lot of time seeing what's going on in Veterans Affairs.
Well, I also think, just taking that one step further, you're looking at what other people are out there doing, making a difference.
Yeah.
And I know you do what I'm about to speak, but I think that one way of shedding a lot of the negativity that we feel and the isolation that somebody might feel as a result of that negativity is actually go out and make a difference. Help whoever that is who's out there making a difference. Go help them make an even bigger difference.
Yeah. And to that end, I've been thinking about, my family. My daughter's moving out of town because she can't afford to live in Santa Barbara, and my son is 17, so I have no idea what he's going to be doing. And my wife is doing geology and doing all kinds of stuff. So I'm starting to look at, for Thanksgiving, who can I go make a difference for? Where can I go serve? Where can I go have a conversation that makes a difference? And and quite frankly, give out that which I've been teaching and being for so long, and give out hugs and stuff. And, how can I do that? So I don't know whether you have to be 65 to think this way, or have your family to be all grown and they're all going their own directions and think this way, or it's just time for people to understand that this world is only as good as the person standing next to you.
The truth, I think that what you just said, that last part, is really what's true. That the ability to think outside yourself.
Yeah.
And to make a bigger difference somewhere and be in positive action, whether it's in your own life or somebody else.
Yeah.
I think it's time for all of us to do that.
Yeah. Really and what's cool, to make a difference, you don't even have to say anything. All you have to do is listen.
Yeah, or you know what? I do smile.
Yeah.
Or the games we play when we're traveling for your speaking engagement, and see who you can get to crack when you're on an elevator.
Yeah. Hey, the listening audience, you got to know this. When Beth and I get in an elevator full of people, we just start yakking. We talk to everybody, and we see who looks down, becomes a rug inspector, who talks back to us, who laughs, and kids always start playing and talking, and the parents going, "Who is this guy?"
It's gotten to where my husband's completely embarrassed to get on an elevator with me because I talk to everybody.
Yeah, right on. It's way cool.
Okay, well, I'll let you get on with the show, but I just really want to leave people with the place that what you're talking about today. It's great that you're sitting here and listening, but take it that step beyond, and it doesn't have to be a giant step. It's just a shift in how you think, and if you can make that initial shift, then it will transform. Yeah,
it's like we always say, there is no past eraser, right? And
right.
It's like I said earlier in the first segment, I said, look, if it made a difference, it felt good, and you liked it, do it again. If it didn't make a difference, or it didn't feel good, or you didn't like it, don't do it again.
Yep.
Clean the slate, and that's what I'm going to go into now.
Absolutely.
Okay, Beth.
All right, thanks.
Take care, hon.
All right, bye.
Thanks for calling. Bye. All right, now, believe it or not, that wasn't planned. That was Beth, the gal. She's been my right hand for 10 years and hopefully for 10 more. And we make a difference all over the world, and she's a phenomenal lady. Now, what do I mean by wipe the slate clean? Well, you're going to have to wait until the next segment to find it out, because I've just been told we've been having too much fun, have to go on another break. So this is Clay Nelson Life Balance Hour, and the topic we're talking about is completing your year with power, plan, and prospect. So get on back here, and I'm going to talk to you about wiping out the past so we can design a future.